Victory Ranch is the largest alpaca ranch in the Southwest, and it's right outside of Mora, New Mexico. It's a wonderful place for kids of all ages to come and visit with the animals and get a taste of life on a working ranch. Not to mention getting close and personal to an alpaca. Brian and Darcy are a husband and wife team running the ranch and caring for this herd of over 300 alpacas, all of whom they know by name. And the animals aren't the only draw. The gorgeous setting of the ranch, the home of these alpacas, is a great place to walk around and take in the scenery.
This is the Mora Valley. They call the Northeast, this is the bread box of New Mexico.
And how long have you guys been here?
My folks, it's been something like 25 years, but my mom has been coming to the Las Vegas area, so Northeast New Mexico, since she was 15.
And what was the initial draw for them? Just how beautiful it was?
They are from the south side of Chicago, and my dad grew up wearing a cowboy hat and cowboy boots. He always wanted to be a cowboy. They came here and they fell in love with the area and the community and this ranch. They read that any idiot could raise alpacas, and so they're like, hey, that sounds perfect for us. They're really nice to the ground. They don't pull up the grass from the root, they just shorten it. You can see it's like a golf course.
Talk to me about these specific type of alpacas.
Two types of alpacas. There's a Huacaya and a Surrey. We only have Huacaya alpacas.
What's the interaction like with the alpaca? Everyone is kind of different?
Generally, the alpaca is skittish. I think they're really intelligent animals. They watch you and they decide, you develop a relationship. This is Romanoff. This is one of our oldest guys.
Hey, buddy. And why is his name Romanoff?
Romanoff, because he's always roaming off the property.
What's your favorite thing about the alpaca, or raising them and being on a farm?
They're so peaceful, I mean, and it's very real. It's a very real lifestyle. It's about how much rain we're getting. It's about food and water. And it turns out, at first I was in love with the animals and the ideas of being on the ranch. It turns out I love the fiber too. I became a knitter and felter and spinner.
So it's almost like a way of life, you know, from raising them, you know, take care of them, to using, you know, their fur and kind of having a reverence for the whole of the animal.
Definitely.
A bonus in visiting this ranch is that you can take some of the alpacas home with you. Their wool, that is.
This is right off the alpaca. It doesn't hurt them when we shear them. It's just a haircut. This is not wool. It's actually a hollow hair. It's a fiber. So it's not a wool, and the characteristics are different to sheep's wool, and so people either love it or they hate it as far as spinning it.
It's really my color. Did you make this yourself?
They buy that yard.
I look like Rick James. I had just enough time to take in the visitor center before one of the feeding tours started.
The 11 o'clock tour. With alpacas and llamas, guys, they don't have any upper teeth, but they can't really bite you. So I'm going to fill up your cups here with some of the grain, and what you can do is you'll pour it in your hand, you can kind of cup it so it doesn't spill all over the ground, and you'll see when we get up there they have a split upper lip like a camel does. They're members of the camel family. These girls are usually out with the big herd where we just were with Darcy, so they feel a little separation anxiety. That's why they're kind of hanging out back here. But when they see the red bucket, they'll usually come running. Yeah. This is Honey. She's really sweet. This is Tiari. She's one of our favorites, or they're all our favorites, but Tiari's very vocal. When alpacas attack,
Oh, he's so friendly. Hey, come here. So one of the best things about traveling on the road is you pick up a lot of friends. When planning a trip to Victory Ranch, here's some things to keep in mind. The ranch is open daily from Memorial Day to Labor Day, then Friday through Sunday during the off-season. Feeding tours start at 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. And the ranch is great for kids, not for pets.